Alright, so I got some trip plans coming up in 2027 I'm going to discuss here, as well as just in a plain chat, because why not? Um, okay, I'm going to wait till some people get in here. I don't see anybody. Um, Dang. Maybe I went live too late. Maybe I should have went live at like 8:30 or 9, but it's alright. I mean, right now it's about, I think, maybe 9:45. Probably a few minutes before, I think. Um, yeah, if we hit 5 minutes with no chat, I don't know if I might end this stream. But we do have a like, so. Yeah. Hello, JM. How are you doing tonight? Um, Subsilent. So yeah, basically, what I went live for was to discuss there's some trips coming up in 2027, and we're just starting to get people in the chat. We're already at like the 5 minute mark. So hey, at least y'all guys hopped on. I was about to end the stream, so hope everybody's doing good tonight. So what's happening is I would make a community post about this, but I guess I wanted to go ahead and tell y'all about it anyway. In 2027, which I know is closer than you think, actually. We're closer to the start of 2027 than the end of 2025. Good morning, Veals. See, yeah, we're live. It's about 4. We're live at about. Look, we're live at. We're live at 4 a.m., guys. We're live at 4 a.m. But yeah, in all seriousness, basically what's happening is, so as y'all know, I go to the Panhandle all the time because of family. Well, my cousin, I might be going on a trip with my cousin, his friend, with my cousin and maybe his friend, who is a friend of mine as well. He's a friend on the channel. Friend of the channel, but basically, we might be heading up to. We're gonna be going to. Obviously, I'm still gonna be going to Florida, but we might, for a day trip, we might drive about 5 hours to North Alabama, aka Muscle Shoals specifically, not Huntsville, but Huntsville is right near like the exit we get off to go to Muscle Shoals. So I'll be near Huntsville, but I won't be at Huntsville. I'll probably still get KIH-20. But basically, we're going to be going to Muscle Shoals for a night. And we're going to be spending, I think, most of the next day there. Or we might spend, we don't know yet. You will now disappear. I don't know if you really mean that or if you're just going to lurk. Because knowing you, there's no telling. You can sometimes get KH57. You got an SVR from them yesterday? Yeah. I have yet to confirm them, but I'll have several new stations in, mainly North Alabama. Actually, now that I think about it, I'll probably have Huntsville mapped out. Not only that, did you know that KHB29 used to tone from Murrells Inlet? Well, the town of Murrells Inlet is in Georgetown County, so I guess it's not crazy. Or did they tone for Little River to Murrells Inlet? Did they tone from Little River? You can't even get KHB29 remotely good there. The Marine Zone. Yeah. They toned to Little River? I thought, not gonna lie, I've always thought KHB31 should serve Ori. I've always wondered why KHB31 doesn't serve Ori. Because I stayed in southern Horry County at the Georgetown County border. And crazy enough, I picked up KHB31 just fine. KHB31 should serve Ori, honestly. I've always thought so. What's up, Johnny? But yeah, basically, because you can't get KHB29 worth of crap. You find it crazy. I got KHB. I didn't get KHB29 as much as I thought I would. But yes, I did get KHB29, obviously, there. I got KHB29 this morning, actually. But I didn't record it because I've gotten it a gazillion times. But You hit 106 today. We hit about that heat index. There's Chopo right now. What color is it for Charlotte? What's the time I wait till the morning because the good Tropos don't kick in here till the morning. Even though I don't know with the Super Tropo, most people get their best stations at like, I don't know, like 10 o'clock at night. $106. 106 was the air. My air temperature was like 101. It was hot. The heat index here was probably closer to like 108, 109. It was hot. Heck, it's still humid right now, and the feel like's in the upper 80s still. And the sun's been down for a while. Yeah. When will it end? Because guess what? We have another heat wave that appears to be in the forecast for the next week. Or not, next week's supposed to be average summer heat, but like the next weekend. 91. Oh, dude. Yeah, you're going to sleep. Good night. I know you have a you. You have a good night. Which Raleigh 1050s extreme heat warnings. Yeah, it was Raleigh. But by the way, back to the thing. Well, most people left now, so I'll probably make a community post. But another possible place that, honestly, I've discussed it before, but I figured I'd bring it back up. Paris, France is on the table next year. And it would be my first ever time traveling internationally. What does that mean? Well, no new stations, by the way. But that should be obvious because, well, you can't get NWR in France. You cut a lot of SVRs. Nice. I'd be more likely to get it 1050 on WXL482 because I can get that a lot better from where I'm at right now. But yeah, 1050 HD is basically on WWF 60. I've seen more recordings there. Yep, Paris is on the table for next year, which means elevator videos. Yay. From Paris, though. It's going to be really cool there. I'll get some other videos in Paris. But Paris does have stricter privacy laws than most other surrounding countries in the U.S. So that means that if I do record elevators in France, they might have to be completely silent. They might have to be muted. And faces might have to be blurred also. But that shouldn't be a huge issue because I do know how to edit that stuff. So But for the most part, we probably could get some really cool elevator vids in France. I'd be ready. I'd be stoked. Also, I'm just ready to visit. I really always wanted to travel internationally. So it'd be cool. It'd be my first time on a plane too. I've never flown before. So yeah, but Muscle Shoals, I'll be getting a lot of news stations there. And I'll be going to another state for a first, being Mississippi, which I was going to go to in 2024, but we realized that the house we were staying at was too far away. We were still almost 2 hours from Mississippi because where we stayed at was so isolated. I'm surprised I was able to call my friend from out there. Yeah. Oh, yes, Long. Says 0 people are watching, but Xylan's in the chat. Long County on WXJ 28. But Long is CHS and WXJ 28 is Jacksonville. See, why does it seem like half of the CHS Georgia counties, why are they not served by CHS transmitters? That's why CHS should put a transmitter somewhere in like Hinesville or something. So all CHS counties have a CHS transmitter. But guess who doesn't have an FFC transmitter? Toombs. WWH 25 tons for Long. Yeah, but can you even pick it up there? And I think about it, it's probably not hard to, because Tattnall County's right there too. And Tattnall, from what I remember, borders Candler. Toombs and Montgomery. Toombs and Montgomery aren't served by an FFC transmitter. Montgomery might be. Montgomery probably is. Are they not? I thought Montgomery might be served by KXI 77 Eastman. Or... yeah. I knew KXI 28 tone for Trutland. I was guessing KXI 77 did too. Yeah. Where's that other CHS transmitter though? We need one because freaking KC85, you can barely pick it up even in Savannah anymore. And now that I think about it, you can pick it up in Savannah itself, but in other parts of Chatham County, good luck. That's why you have a J-pole, so you can actually pick it up. When you move it to Okatee. But the NWR transmitter map hasn't been upgraded since it was still in Ridgeland. KC85 is definitely way more of a South Carolina transmitter, even though it's meant for a Georgia city. I guess whatever that's worth. Even though obviously yeah. I don't know. I don't remember how long it's been since the last time it was in Ridgeland, but I know it was a long time ago. Hardyville. Well, Hardyville's right next to Savannah, too, so basically, I guess it works. Even though right when I crossed into Bryan County, I was getting KC 95 over KC 85. Now, again, there was a trip. Obviously, you're not going to pick up KC 95 all the way in Richmond Hill on a normal afternoon, but on a normal afternoon with nothing but, you know. So, surprisingly enough, Hardyville does not have a Hardee's. I looked everywhere for a Hardee's in Hardyville and couldn't find one. Hello, Chickabee. It's yes on it. You don't know nothing about elevators. Only one you've been to is Chatham Orthopedics. Well, that's what happens when... I mean, I'm sure you don't. Cruise control. What's up? How's everything tonight? You've been to your school's elevator, your doctor's dentist elevator, and your hotel elevator. I've been on my school's elevator plenty of times. It's the elevator I've been on the most without filming. There's obviously a reason why I don't film it. It's because it's a school elevator. I've filmed a few other elevators that I haven't posted because of cruise control / cruise ship. Yep. Going good. Yeah, that's good to hear. You can tell, like, yeah, I know it's been a bit since I've been on a stream. You know, honestly, it's been a fairly busy summer. I've enjoyed it, though. Tampa was beautiful, by the way. I want to go back. I actually want to go back to... Or it was Reddington Beach. I want to go back. It was amazing there. The place where we stayed was right across from a Dunkin', too. So, like, we would just go for coffee every morning. Yeah. What do you think about the new KSA? I haven't heard much about it. You want to go back to Orlando? Orlando's cool, but Disney, in my opinion, is overrated. It costs too much for what you get. Disney is like a once-in-a-lifetime experience the first time. Maybe the second time, too. But then the third time I went, it was fun. But it cost thousands of dollars. And I'm like, it's not worth that much. I'll be honest. One thing I'll give about Disney, though, is that they're like the only theme park or one of the only theme parks out there that actually has good food. WXK54 used to tone for Bamberg. Okay, that's not the craziest thing. You want to visit Keys in Miami next, your future market. I don't know where my future is gonna be, or where I'm gonna live. I'm honestly considering Tampa though. If I can save up enough money to rent an apartment and like stuff when I get out of like school and everything, and I have like enough saved up from like other stuff. WXJ23. Well, dude, you're gonna have to. You have a sick. See you next time. All right, that. See ya, Cruz. We do gotta get the Cruz Haynes bloopers channel back running though. I sort of forgot about it for like a week and a half or so, but it just randomly came up on my thing today. So, all right. Well, you have a good night. Well, anyway, what stations can I get right now? Miami is more expensive, so it's good. Yeah, you're gonna probably need to save up quite a bit, and make sure you have an established job by the time you get down there too, so you could stay consistent with rent and stuff. Because Miami is crazy. It's crazy expensive down there. You got Blakely for the first time? I've got KZZ70 a couple times. But guess where? Of course, they were all in Florida. In the Panhandle. KZZ70 is a very common DX there. But so is man, why did I? So is WWF 54, which sometimes it's a battleground between the two. What can I get tonight? If I go up there, I'll get WNG 588, but yeah, it's just basically just normal stations right now. Nothing new. No DXs yet. Hopefully it'll pop up tonight. Then what would Atlanta do? I guess Atlanta would rely on WXJ31. I mean... Oh yeah, and you forget there's also the beautiful Brasstown KXI22 or KXI81, which both are strong. KXI22 should serve way more counties than it does. I don't know why KXI22 only has like 5 counties. It is strong. You can get it perfectly on the 85 corridor, yet you're still like 5 or 6 counties away from its serving area. I don't know, man. FFC probably needs to... I don't know. FFC's not as bad about drawing transmitter maps as GSP is. Freaking... Why does KJY85 not serve Yadkin? Like, it makes no sense at all. Or Forsyth, for that matter. Though, I mean, it is a bigger deal for Yadkin than Forsyth. Oh, Yadkin... Honestly, Wilkes, too. Yeah, GSP just needs to be better about the frickin' transmitter maps. Like, the counties they serve are ridiculous. WXL 56, why doesn't it serve any South Carolina counties? WXJ 21, why does it not serve Henderson? I don't know, it's weird. Yeah. I don't know though. Henderson County borders Greenville County, and from what I remember, you can still get WXJ 21 quite well in Henderson County. But I don't know. Maybe they have a reasoning for it. Maybe there's some mountain interference. But I could get WXJ 21 pretty well. So I don't know. Apparently, Xylan, I'm gonna be honest. We were in what's the name? Darien, which is in McIntosh County. I could not get KC85 at all. Honestly, understand why they don't tone for McIntosh. You can't get it worth the crap there. If you ever been through McIntosh County, you know picking up KC85 is a gamble. Whatever that's worth. Even though, what's crazy is because there was a tropo the morning that I went to Tampa, I got KHB 29. Like, I got KHB 29 all the way from a little bit past Columbia, all the way to near Brunswick. If there was no tropo, you'd be like, dang, that's one strong station. You know, I know there is a few stations that you can pick up from 3 hours apart from places you pick them up at. You know, WXJ 21. Believe it or not, WXJ 21 comes in parts of the Atlanta like the far northern Atlanta suburbs. You can get it over KC80 somewhat. WXJ 21 comes in about as clear as it does in Mecklenburg in like Charlotte. But also it's arguably about the same distance too. I think it's a little bit closer to Charlotte, but it's yeah. Yeah, but Tropo exists. And thank God they did. Thank God E-Skip exists too, or else I would have never been able to get a station from Wisconsin or Minnesota. Yeah, but wouldn't it be weird for Albany and Upton to be serving Boston itself, or Upton to be serving Boston itself? Yeah, that's the only time half of the EAS enthusiasts touch grass to go DX. Because they're like, oh my God, I get to get a station from 5,000 miles away. Oh, crap. Real. I'm touching grass right now, but there's no Tropo. So, yes, I am outside. You can probably tell by the crickets. Cross. Good luck ever getting WXM93 from anywhere past 100 miles with Tropo. You will not. Even with the reddest of red Tropos. Honestly, I'd even say more like 80 or 90. I got WXM93 before you, too, by the way. And it was my final CHS station. That and WWH25, which I got in the same night. That was about a year ago. I even got the WXM93 station ID. I also got WSK75, but who cares? And I got WHA60. No, find this crazy. If it wasn't for WXL70 being on 162.475, if you don't count like home DXing because of WXL70 being on the same frequency, channel 4 has my furthest distances. And Tropo, at least. E-Skip, my furthest distance is channel 7. But I don't know if we really count E-Skip when it comes to frequencies and stuff. As of right now, I think my least far DX on any frequency is channel 2, I think, which is, this is regardless, it's channel 2, which was crazy enough, WWH25. That's my least far furthest DX on a frequency. Or, actually, no, WNG 522 Palatka. I got that on channel 2, so that wouldn't be the case then. What else would we? Oh, 525. I don't even remember really getting many stations from far away on channel 6. I heard something about water temperature, but could never confirm it. I have a feeling I might have gotten WNG 537 Windsor. Where's Washington County, North Carolina? Eastern. A little more north. It's on US 64. If you look on US 64, you can see US 64 and 17 crossing a town called Williamston. Go east and you see a town called Plymouth. That's Washington County, North Carolina. And if you were getting it on 47, are you hearing it on a frequency? Which frequency is that, if you are hearing it? If it's a Tropo station. It's an MHX county, by the way. Hold on. Channel 4, KIG 77. KIG 77. If it would have said just Martin, and if it would have just said Pitt and Martin, if it would have said Martin and Pitt, that would be WXL 59. But that's KIG 77. Because it's Channel 4. Again, I'm telling you, dude, Channel 4, if it wasn't for WXL 70, Channel 4 would be my best DXing frequency when it came to distance. I've never gotten Channel 4 frequencies besides WXM 93 that were not within 100 miles. Ever. When it comes to DXing, at least. If it was Channel 1, it'd be... Yeah. Yeah, that's Channel 6. Channel 6 has my least far DXs, I think, by far. I don't even know my furthest on Channel 6. I know it's not that far. Heck, now that I think about it, it might actually no. If you count Eastgib, I think is it KZZ 29? I think KZZ 29, or I think what is the call sign in Ashland, Wisconsin. But I failed to get it on video because it came in so briefly. But that's okay, because I got 2 stations way further than it. But if you go by, like, just normal Tropo, my furthest might just be KJY 86 South Boston. Which is only about 160-something miles, I think. 160. It might even be a little bit less than that. Hold on, let me look it up. I'll be right back. It might seem lagging a second, but I'll be right back. Yep. KEC 95, despite being an Aner, is strong enough to where it did take over, like, complete... Or actually, no. I was far enough from KEC 85's transmitter because it's an Aner. I was far enough from it to be able to DX KEC 85 and KEC 84 on it. Oh yeah, and I think maybe WXA 20, but WXA 20, like, who cares, bro? It's been a station I've gotten 50 good quadrillion times. By the way, South Boston's about 165, 166 miles from my house. Radio distance. So it's really not that impressive. I hope this Tropo reaches us, though, tonight. It should, because it does with heat waves. It usually doesn't hit here till about midnight, though. So, and I will not be staying up till midnight, likely. I don't know. If I'm not tired enough, I might stay up a little past midnight, but I'm not going to DX. I'm going to wake up in the morning for that. Heck, no, another thing. The Tropos are the reason why some EAS enthusiasts get up early in the morning. Like myself. So, admittedly, the latest I usually sleep in is maybe a little past 10, and it's not common that I sleep in that late. Most of the time, I get up around 9 on summertime and weekends. Sometimes I get up around 8. This morning, I got up at 7:45. I went downstairs and did some DXing. This morning's Tropo was nothing out of the ordinary. I got WNG 628 and KHB 29, which are decent distance. So I guess it works out. Right now, my furthest, I got some I get WWG 77 Sumter, which, despite being quite close in proximity, it's quite close compared to how much I get it. Because it's so low powered. But find it crazy, I'm about the same distance from WXK47. And WXK47, while I did hear it is weaker than some other, than like WXK48. WXK47, I just got from my grandparents with no tropo, randomly, 3 weeks ago. In fact, I might be able to get it right now. I don't know, though. I'm too tired. I'm too tired right now to go out there and see, but yeah. But yeah, guys. I'm gonna be up to monitor the tropo in the morning. WHA 23 tones marine warnings for Altamaha Sound. Yeah, I would have guessed so. They do forecast for it. Even though I find it crazy, ILM just started toning marine warnings last year. I always wondered why my WR400 never went off for a marine warning back in 2021. I was there for a severe weather event, but I didn't get anything from it because I was super busy that day. I got the RWT, that's it. Find it crazy, GSP didn't cancel the RWT despite the fact that there was an enhanced. GSP so rarely cancels RWTs, actually. I don't remember the last time they did. It's been a long time. It's honestly quite rare. The last time I can remember in recent memory was August 2024. I think it was the first Wednesday. It was because of, I think Debbie was in it for it. Dude, if they issue marine warning. But what would it even go for? Marine warning for Lake Norman. Maybe that isn't entirely unrealistic. Though they start doing lake wind forecasts and stuff, like Columbia start doing one for Lake Hartwell, Lake Norman, Lake Wiley, Lake Greenwood. I think Lake Greenwood might even be in Columbia's already. I'm not sure. But yeah. Lake Junaluska. Maybe if they did extras, they could have. Yeah. Yeah, GSP serves quite a few lakes. But the thing with Columbia is, GSP could also do the Lake Watery. If they did that, they could do the Lake Watery forecast on KHC 27. But yeah, I don't think that'll ever happen. But it'd be cool if it did. Lake Norman. Now, the only time you'll really hear Lake Norman is in a special weather statement or a severe thunderstorm warning. Because a lot of time they'll say, if on or near Lake Norman, get out of the water, and, that type of stuff. I barely discussed my trips besides like a minute. But yeah. I might stay on until we hit the hour mark. What time is it? 10:28. Yeah, I might end this soon. I might stay on until about the hour mark. I don't know yet. It's thundering there. It may sound like it's raining, but it's just a fountain running. That's the fountain. I hope I see fireworks and not lightning Saturday night. Evening, Preston. How's it going tonight? Yeah. It's finally just starting to like actually feel nice out here. And it's 10:30. Honestly, summer nights feel nice. I come out at night all the time in the summer. The only problem is mosquitoes. They're really bad at night. So, like, yeah. Yep. Yep. And I remember the New Year's like it was. I want the heat did same, but it looks like we're. The heat wave is supposed to leave, but we're gonna still be in the 90s. Like lower 90s average summer heat for a couple days, but then it shows another 100-degree day. Of course, when can we ever get a break, right? It's just another 100-degree day into the weekend. But that's how it is in July. We get non-stop heat waves for a month. And then how much you bet after the non-stop heat wave, it might be like last year. Here's what it is. Last year and 2024, we'd have like multiple days of just nonstop 100 degrees, and then just randomly we'd end up having a big rain system come in for a week or two, and it would just knock temperatures to where we barely reached 80. And those were always the best weeks of the summer, cause like it was perfect. Like, think of it this way. My last week and a half of summer 2025 was just it barely reached 80 at all. Like, it reached 8. I think the hottest was like 81, 82. Preston got sort of lucky, but he's also in the mountains, so it's gonna be a little bit cooler there. I still remember how shocked you were, Preston, when you found out I get WXL56. But that's actually a main for me because it's so strong. But yeah, I can pick up WXL56 pretty well. At my house, I get it a lot better than WXL. I get WXL42 here too. So basically, I get both of Preston's mains. Or Preston's old maid, because I remember when you lived in the Triad. Speaking of which, let's just get WXL42 on right now, because I feel like it. It feels so weird hearing WWF 60 mention Northeast Georgia. But, yeah. Well, anyways, guys, I think I'm about to end it here. It's been great chatting. I'll be up for the Chopo tomorrow morning. Hopefully it's a good one. We usually get our best Chopos of the year with heat waves. And it's proven itself mainly Wednesday morning with me getting WWG 77 Sumter, which is, as you know, the low power king of the Carolinas pretty much. That and WXM 93. But I'm never going to pick up WXM 93 here because I don't get channel 4 because of WXL 70. But anyway, that's going to be about it for tonight. I hope you have a great evening. Have a great 4th. I might be less than 10 next week. I don't know yet. I'm probably not this weekend. Maybe Sunday. If anybody else wants to pop in. Yeah. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. See ya.